Hello, and this is a video for Transformers Fall of Cybertron Generations Deluxe Class Onslaught, and this is part 5 of the Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, the Combaticons. If you've not seen part 4, 3, 2 and 1, check them out. Part 4 is Brawl, part 3 is Vortex, part 2 is Swindle, and part 1 is Blast Off. Here is Onslaught. Let's take a look at his detail first. He's got a nice head sculpt. He's got a nice purple Decepticon symbol on his chest. You can see his combiner pegs on his shoulders, which is a bit unfortunate, but there you go. He comes with this big gun here, and as you can see, the arms at the elbow like to pop off, especially on mine. They really like to pop off, but yeah, you just kind of have to be careful with that. But yeah, he comes with this big green gun, and yeah, he's pretty cool. So his articulation, it's a bit weird actually in the arms. It can go kind of like this, and he does have a ball joint at the elbow and a bend at the elbow. It's a bit weird, but yeah, he does have a bit of a ball jointed head, but it's little bit hindered, but not too much. But it's not hindered a lot. It's just a tiny bit, but. Yeah, and then you can kind of angle this or bend again, or whatever. The arm articulation is a little bit weird for this figure, but yeah, no hand articulation. He does have a waist swivel, which becomes Bruticus's waist swivel. His legs can go in and out, forward and back. I think his hip here is ratcheted. Like that, same on the other side. He does have a bend at the knee, and that is his articulation, pretty much. So yeah, to transform him, what you want to do is you want to take off his gun, put that to one side, and then what you want to do is you want to fold the head down like that, and as you do that, Bruticus's head will fold up, unfortunately, but I'll get into why that's a bit annoying later on. It does get covered up, but not very well. Then what you want to do is you want to kind of fold the legs here and fold them up, and then there's a little peg there and a hole there, and that will just peg into there. Same on the other side. Then what you want to do is you want to fold these up a little bit. Fold the arms up like that. Fold those up, and they will cover Bruticus's head, but it doesn't. You can still see the head, and unfortunately you can see the robot hands in vehicle mode, which is annoying, but it's not too bad, but it is a bit annoying. And then what you want to do is you want to take this piece here and kind of fold it down, and be careful when you're doing that. So yeah, fold that down, and then there's a hole here and a hole on the other side, and then there's a tiny peg there, and they will slot. If you just kind of play around with it and kind of get that to clip into there and the other side, like that. And then bring this section up like that, and then as you do that, there's a peg here, and on the other side, peg there, and they will peg into these little holes there. So you want to make sure they've pegged in like that, and it will click. And there you have Onslaught in his vehicle mode. You can take this here and plug it on top. Just bring the camera down a little, just to show you this here. But yeah, you can, unfortunately, it's a nice little truck type thing, but you can see the hands, you can see the Bruticus, you can see the Bruticus head. I'm not a big fan of this vehicle mode, but it does get a bit better if you put this on top, and there's two little holes there, which go onto the pegs of the arm, on the arms there, like that. Line it up, peg it on. It does become a little bit better, but it's not great. But still, what can you do, you know? But yeah, it's alright if you're displaying this guy in robot mode or as Bruticus, but for the vehicle mode, it's not very good. But yeah, it's still nice. It does roll. But yeah, just show you the whole sort of vehicle mode there. But yeah, so to transform this guy into his combiner mode, you want to remove this. You want to fold the arms up and out like so. You want to come and take this section and bring it back out. So you want to fold the waist section back out, open the legs out like that, rotate the waist around, fold this section back up, and there's two holes, and two sort of tight peg bits which will clip into there. Not those peg bits. There's like a little sort of it's not those pegs actually, sorry, they're the screw holes. It's this tab. I've just realised it's this little tab, little bit here, which clips into that hole there. So like that, and then you want to bring the legs and open them out. Rotate them around, and bend the legs up and down, and just bring that back in. Do not try and tab this hole onto that tab. You want to just leave the hole under the tab like that, because if you do that and try and bend the knee, you're going to break it. So yeah, you've got a tab there, and you just want to ignore the tab and fold it down until it clicks. So yeah, do not try and peg that into there and bend the knee, because you'll break it. So yeah, we've got the bottom part done. You want to then fold this down, and then you want to rotate the hands back like that, bring them around, and then the hands will clip onto this tab here, like that, like that. And then once you've done that, you want to fold these little pieces up, and then rotate the head around, and then there you have the combiner part for Bruticus, Onslaught as a combiner part for Bruticus. So yeah, that is about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part 6, where I will be showing how you can combine all of the figures to form Bruticus in part 6, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.